guys, I'm back with a dippowdermani. So I reached out to GH Dip and they sent me over this kit. It comes with 4 dip liquids and 6 dip powders. This is their fast drying dip powder system. So the key to this is no activator is required to harden the dip powder. So you do your dip application and then you go in with do your fouling and buffing, then your activator to dry your top coat and make it shiny. So they sent over this kit. Again, it came with 6 dip powders, 4 liquids, which included brush saver, and it also came with instructions. So as shown in the instructions, you apply your base, grate your dip powder, tap off excess, go in with your second coat, tap off excess, then go in, do your fouling and buffing, apply activator, and then do your top coat. 2 layers of top coat. One thing with this kit, it had neutral colors. I rarely use neutral colors, even though I do like neutral colors. And it came with 2 duplicate dip powder colors in there, so I ended up getting 6 powders. 2 were the same. So I went ahead and swatched these colors with their dip liquids, and so that is the dip 20. We have 23. Again, nice neutrals. 26 and 32. So the good thing with neutral dip powder, ladies, is that, you know, it's year round, in my opinion. A little boring, but year round. Oh, and there's one other color, 35 as well. So I'm going to do a mani with color number 35. So as usual, guys, I have on my builder gel, Luxie Nail, and 1 coat of Hollow Tacos Pilly Base. These bottles are nicely weighted, and I have my dip powder tray kit here, and I got that off of Etsy. I think the shop is currently closed. Dip in 3D, I think, is where I got that from. So I'm going to go in with my usual dip powder application. So ladies, just hang out with me. Or guys, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I shouldn't say just ladies. So just hang out with me while I do this dip powder application. So guys, this dip powder was nicely milled. So when I looked up this company, and I looked at some things on Amazon about it, it says that, you know, their powders are finely milled, which makes them easier to dry faster, and they went on smooth. I didn't have any chunky layers or anything like that. The brush worked well. It reminds me of Lavender Violet's brush, if you ever used their kit off Amazon. I forgot where I was going with my train of thought, sorry y'all. But yeah, no problems at all. You can see there's not a whole lot of extra dip powder left on the nail. I'm just using my water marbling tool to clean up the cuticle area. But overall, I was a little hesitant because it said fast drying, and I was like, oh my gosh, how fast is this going to dry? But it didn't dry that fast. And I forgot to mention, I did go in before I started this application. When I did my Hollow Taco Pilly Base, I did go in and apply a layer of base on top of that before I went in to start my dip application, just to allow for a smoother surface when I started. No issues with that either. It dried relatively fast, and it didn't impact the way this mani applied, or this dip powder applied. I will say I can't talk about or speak about the longevity because I do use peel off base coat on top of my builder gel, but I did notice when I popped these off that it was thin, like it applied rather thin. I was quite pleased, because usually when you have builder gel and you put dip powder on top of that, your nails can be bulky, but this was not bulky at all. I like the way that neutral color looked against my skin tone. At least I thought it looked okay. And so I'm just brushing off excess with a soft bristle toothbrush, and then I'm gonna go in and apply my second coat. Now with the second coat, I will wipe my brush off on a paper towel that I have off to the side before I place it back into the bottle. The directions don't say to do that, but that is my normal process with dip powder, because you don't want to contaminate your base with any of the remnants of that powder, because it will mess your base liquid up. And if you've been following me for some time, you know I normally use a pipette. However, since this said it was fast drying, I didn't want the base to dry before I could apply dip powder with the pipette. So I decided just to lay my finger flat in the powder instead of either using the pour over method or applying it with the pipette. So this is why I am dipping, which I don't normally do. And if you're wondering whether or not these liquids are odorous, all dip powder liquids to me are odorous. I don't go sniffing them. I always wear a mask, and it has 2 filters on the side. I got that off Amazon. I always wear that when I'm doing my dip powder application, because I do get dip flu symptoms with a stuffy nose, sneezing, and a slight cough. So to prevent that, I always have a little fan going on my nail desk in the opposite direction, just to get things circulating. I have a small air purifier in my nail room, and I wear a mask. I know you're kind of like, that's a lot, but I like dip powder, and if I like dip powder and I don't want to get dip flu, this is what I do. So after I brushed off the excess from that second layer, I'm just going back and looking at my directions. And it says dry quickly within 30 seconds. And I did that. I did my fouling and buffing off camera, of course, just for time's sake. And so I'm going to go in and apply a layer of activator. Now this activator wasn't runny. It kind of soaked right in. Kind of reminds me of Double Dip's activator. It didn't flood my cuticle area. It just went on smooth, no problems. And it didn't say to wipe the activator off, so I did not do that. Went in, applied my activator, and now I'm going right in with my top coat. And so GH32, before we could do that, I did use that on my left hand, just to kind of give a different that was just another neutral color in that kit. I didn't want to do a whole nother video with another neutral color. So probably in the future, if I use these colors, I will more than likely put some stickers on them bad boys, or some nail foil, or some stamping or something. I think that would be pretty with some lace foil on top. I had plenty of that. So guys, I'm just going in with my top coat. First layer, I usually try to do that in 3 swipes across the length and the width of my nail. I wipe the brush off on a paper towel before I put it back in the bottle. And then once that happens, the directions say don't let the top coat dry. So I'm doing this rather quickly. And then I'm going to go in immediately with my second coat. And on my second coat, you can be more detailed. And at that time, I will cap the free edge of my nail as well. Now I will say I'm not mad at GH Dip. I mean, I didn't have any issues. Top coat dried fast. What I am a little concerned about is the glitters, because if you don't, it doesn't say encapsulate the glitters in clear, but we all know if you file glitter without encapsulating, you can turn that glitter silver. So and when I looked on Amazon, the clear came in a whole separate kit with all this stuff, and I was like, that's I don't know about that. But guys, anyway, would I purchase another kit? I didn't purchase this one, but would I purchase one? Yep, I've already been looking at other colors, which is kind of hard, because with dip powder and buying from different companies, it's kind of hard not to get similar colors. But anyway, once that dried down, it dried down quickly. These are both hands, both top coated. I thought, again, those colors were nice and pretty. The top coat was shiny. As always, you want to finish your mani with your favorite cuticle oil. So you guys will definitely have to let me know what you think. Please like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.